Assalamu alaikum, dear BCom 4933 students. So I thought to record this short video on how to analyze a network again using Gephi and to separate and use filter feature in Gephi. Now, the reason I'm recording this because I have received several emails from some of you who are working on their individual projects. So some of you asked me, how do I upload big network into Google Data Studio as an image? And if it is huge sociogram, the resolution, it will lose its resolution, you know. So I went to the Twitter leaks. You have the link. I put COVID idiots as a hashtag because there are many COVID idiots out there, I think. I'm not sure, but maybe they are. And I selected 1,000 tweets. Then I came to social network, as you can see here. Wait a minute. Yes, these are mentioned. Then this is a retweet network. Then I came here. I downloaded the network. I have already downloaded it. Let me open and we start working on it. Okay, so once you have downloaded it, you will find it in your download folder. In my case, I got 769 nodes and 713 relations. So click OK. You can see now here, this is the network. We said step number 1, always do the analysis, run the prestige, say OK. Average degree, say OK. Then the distribution results, network diameter, directed, keep default, go next. Actually the network diameter gives you other readings like betweenness, centrality. Then graph density, say okay 0.001, that it's not that dense, but this is usually how the social media networks are. Then you have directed. Okay, and then you click on HITS to get the authority and influential nodes, then modularity. Now, keep in mind with the modularity, something that I did not explain before. You can see now modularity, what it does, it creates subclusters or groups. It's like partition. Now here is the number is resolution. We always go with number 1, but if you put low number like 1, lower is to get, you know, like more communities, and higher than 1 to get less communities. So what time do you need? You need to change the number here. If let's say you have hundreds of communities, and then these clusters, you cannot really read them, and scattered everywhere. Probably you want to reduce number of clusters, make them low so they can be readable. You can change that if you have huge network. Actually, you can change this number, maybe 7, 4, I don't know. But 1 is okay for a small network like this for the purpose of the class. Say 1, click OK. And then keep doing the remaining. You don't need them, but just click page rank. I explained previously what it is. Connected components, and then average clustering coefficient. All these things gives you other readings like a small world phenomena. We have discussed about that small world. And then once you're here, you go to the you choose color, you go to partition, you choose modularity M. Okay, let me change the language. M, click on, you have the modularity here, apply. Okay, now here is the modularity, but before you do that, we said before you need to change the layout. So let's go and change, I forgot, force atlas. Here is the force atlas, you know. So what the force atlas does, probably it can give you, it will bring all these clusters, separate them, according to their similarity. Now here we can see we have several clusters here. You can see, let me zoom. Okay, here are the clusters now. Then you can stop. Now what you can do, I start by first doing expansion, choose expansion, layout, run. See, now it has expanded. Then I go and choose no overlap, choose no overlap, run. Now that is no overlap is running. Okay, you can set it to default view like this. You can see now you have clearly wait a minute, yes, some 3 different clusters. You can see that this cluster here is cluster number 0. This is an ID number of the cluster. 30, it has like 32.9% of it constitutes 32% of the nodes, meaning that if you click 253 people out of 1000 that we have downloaded, then you have this color. Of course, you can change if you want. You can just click on this and then keep holding your mouse, and you can change the color as you wish. You can put different color. You see what I mean? You can see if I come to this color, you can change it to different color and then apply. You can see now I have changed the color. It's up to you. This color is, maybe this color you can change it to this color here. So basically you click, hold left click, and then change, and then click apply. So now I have changed the color of this partition. Say apply. Again, maybe you need no overlap again. Okay, so here's what I want you to know. Now, let me just change the size. I would say the size is, let's say, degree centrality. Oh, it's really huge. I cannot read. I will make it 20. Apply. Still huge. I will say, for example, 10 to 70. Now that makes it a bit sense. Let me say 15. Apply. Okay. Then no overlap again. No overlap, run it. Excellent. Okay, now click on the stop. You can change, as I told you before, size, maybe between the centrality. Now some of you ask me, if you click on the font size, reduce the font here. So some of you go to preview, ask me, how can I copy the whole graph here? Click on opacity, make it 50, go to show label, refresh. It's really huge. I would say uncheck the proportional size, refresh, and then maybe the font I will make it 24. See how it look like. It's okay. And then make it straight because this is directed network. Apply. Opacity of the edges, maybe 60. Refresh. The font size is kind of huge, I think. 18. Okay. Yes, now you have this network. So some of you are asking me, how do I get this cluster only and upload it into Google Data Studio and say, you know what, this cluster, very interesting topic is happening here about 1, 2, 3. Now here, this is the reason why I recorded this video. You go back to overview, and then you come here to filter. Again, click on filter. You go to dynamic. Now notice that right now we are in this workspace number 1. You go to filter, you go to attributes, you go to partition, you go to modularity class, this one here, okay? modularity class, you drag and drop down here into queries. Now you can see down here, let me zoom that. So you can see there, down here I have many clusters here. If I check this box here, I will only get this big cluster, the biggest cluster. If I check on this one, I'll get only this cluster. So let's play with that. Check this one and click on filter. You can see I only got this big cluster over here. If I uncheck that and check the 64, the cluster of ID 64, I get that one. But what if I want only this yellow color here cluster? Let's say I only want to present one cluster at a time and upload that into Google Data Studio. Now this doesn't, I can say stop, you know, if you click, I have all the data set here. But filter, I only get this cluster here. But what if I want this cluster and this cluster together? I only get these two clusters. So what if I want these two clusters to up? Okay, let me just only get this cluster here. What you can do here, I just pay attention, I'm zooming. You can see here under statistics right away, under statistics there is this sign here. You can see this sign here. What does it mean? If I come here, it says export filtered graph into a new workspace. Click on that. Now see what happened. A new workspace has been created. I used to have workspace 1, now workspace 2. If I click on this workspace 2, I have this totally new cluster. Now it is different workspace. I can play with it. I can have fun with it. I can zoom it. You see, again, I can play no overlap, label adjust probably, label adjust, it's adjusting the label no overlap, again label adjust. Okay, and then go to preview, refresh. Now you see I only have this single cluster here. I can give it like a show label. I can check this time proportional size. Okay, I can reduce the font size for readability. 10. Okay, refresh. Yes, but that sounds very huge, you know. Let me just uncheck that. Okay, so and increase the size to 18. Oh, 18. Okay, great. There it is. You can say, okay, this one here. And then what you can do, you can just play with that. 50 here, 50 here. Now that is, you know, a network. What you can do, you can just save, click on save here as image, and then upload it into your Google Data Studio. So basically, this is what I wanted to discuss with you. I will make it 15-minute video only. You can go back to workspace 1, and you can say stop. And you can choose, for example, I only want this and this. So this one and this one. Filter. Oh, that was this one. Yes. And you can take this one, click on this, move to a new workspace, and you can just work on that. Get image. You can get. So basically, the idea is to get a separate image for each single cluster. That is the idea behind it. Okay. The final thing I want to discuss is filter. Let's say that there's big network, but you only want most influential people. I don't want to display all these people there. I only want those people who are influential, opinion leaders in this network. Now you go again to filter. Don't go to attributes. Go to topology. Click on that. And then, okay, let me just get this one. Remove, right click this one, remove this query. Topology, then you can go to degree range. And now I can say I only want those who have maybe 5 degree. Filter. This is only, let's say maybe those who have 2 degree and more. So these are all people who are the most influential in the network. What you can do, again, move them to a new workspace number 3, and then you can play with it. Maybe force atlas again, like this, to run. Click on expansion. Click on no overlap. Okay, so you have it. Now this is basically your new network. Refresh. So these are the most influential people in your network. You see, these are the most influential, and you can say these are the most influential people, and then you can say they are influential because according to the tweets that I have read, they discuss about important issue, this and this and that, you know. Okay, I will keep it up to here. I hope this was very helpful for you to analyze further your data and upload images and statistics into Google Data Studio. You might use betweenness centrality, in degree, out degree, closeness centrality, etc. For now, stay at home and stay safe.